Today we're at Eastside Middle School and I'm going beyond the bell with our new assistant principal, Mr. Chad Pasley. Chad, you ready to do it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. So what's one thing that you find most rewarding about being AP here at Eastside?
Well, this is my first year in Bull County, so I didn't really know what to expect when I got here. And when I got here, I found our teachers, our staff, students, they just very welcoming, and it's really refreshing to come into a building every day, knowing it's positive, the culture's great, and from top down, very student driven, and teachers, custodians, they all go above and beyond to do what's best for kids.
Definitely a great community. So what's one thing or one strategy that you use to help teachers create a more positive and productive learning environment?
Well, I've always been a coach, a taught, and I'm big on building relationships, number one. So I think if you don't have that aspect, you're not going to be able to do the other stuff. So that's number one. Having an open door policy, being accessible, and being in classrooms all the time. And then with the students, while I'm in the classroom, I was a math teacher, so I really enjoy sitting down and actually digging in and helping them. And then talking to the teachers, just feedback and just talking about that growth mindset with both kids and teachers, and willing to try, not really process. I always ask them, are you process driven or results driven?
There you go.
And I've always been a process guy, so just trying to instill that in both.
So if you can share with us a recent success story or something that you feel like you're going really well in your first part of your time here at Eastside.
Okay. One thing that blew my mind was the Colonial Fair. It was, you had all the 8th graders involved in it. The whole gym was set up. Teachers, the entire staff pitching in to transform that gym into like a colonial time period. And when I went in there and it was open to the community, parents, I just was blown away. The kids in there rehearsing their, whatever booth they were in or whatever trade they were in. It was fascinating, and I took pictures and even shared it with my kids. So it was a very neat experience.
All right, some fun questions now.
Yeah.
If you could instantly learn a new skill, what would that be?
Well, I love music, but I'm musically challenged.
Me too.
So I've always wanted to learn how to play guitar, but just never had enough time. And that is something if I could do, I would love to figure it out, take time, and play a musical instrument, specifically guitar.
That would be on my list too. So what's something that is surprising or fun that you like to do in your free time?
I love spending time with my kids, and I still coach. I coach travel, softball, and I just really enjoy just being around kids and watching them grow. So, even when I'm not in the building with these kids, I'm outside, and it's just something I always enjoy to do. So I've coached for my whole life, and I'm still trying to find a way to do that.
Love that. So last question, if you could host a school-wide theme day, what would the theme be?
This one was a tricky one for me. Let's see. I'm fascinated by like decades or eras.
Yeah.
So maybe a decades day where kids got to dress up in 60s, 70s, 80s, and then choose maybe an influential person during that time period. Maybe write a piece on it, and then bring a photo booth in to school and let them take pictures of each other.
Sounds like a fun day.
Yeah. So
this is Beyond the Bell at Eastside Middle School, Assistant Principal, Mr. Chad Pasley.